Let me know if you guys can hear my microphone. I kind of damaged my microphone a little bit when I was moving. So I hope I hope you can still hear me. Oh, good. You guys can hear me. Awesome. Okay. Let me know how the quality is too, because where I'm at, the Wi-Fi is pretty good. But right now it's saying it's unstable. I don't know why. I'm like right in the city, so I don't know why it would be unstable. Anyway, as some of you might know, I made a post about this. Maybe some of you missed it, but I have been evacuated from my home because there's a huge forest fire, and it's about like 5 kilometers from my home, which in miles is like I think it's like 3 miles, so it's getting pretty close. It's a little scary. Somebody said video is not good. Okay. Can you connect via Ethernet? No, I can't. It's probably 360p, even though it shows 720. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can. Let me go to the camera settings. Dang it. Yeah, I can't change it from 720. I can't connect to an Ethernet. Okay, well, I'm glad the audio is good. Are your books okay? No, they're not. I left most of my books behind. My bookshelves, all my books. Besides, I have a pile over here. I guess I can show you guys the books that I did bring. Where is the forest fire? It's in British Columbia, Canada, and it's a little bit laggy. No. Yeah, it's in British Columbia, Canada. It's one of the biggest forest fires we've had in a really long time. It's just an antique resolution. Okay, what books did you bring? I guess I can show you guys. I'm using my Sony camera as a webcam. I found out I can do that. But here are the books that I brought. I will just grab them 1 second. Okay, so I tried to grab the books that are expensive and also just some of the ones that I got as like gifts recently that I didn't want to lose. Okay, so I brought this manga collection of Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, which is one of my favorite like anime movies, one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies, and the manga is like really high quality. It's all hardcover. So I brought those with me. I didn't really bring too much manga because, I mean, you could read it so fast. If I actually want to read something, I didn't want to just bring a bunch of manga. I also brought Theft of Swords because I'm in the middle of reading it. I brought Assassin's Apprentice, I think this is like the 10th anniversary edition. Let me just fix the camera because it's kind of at an angle right now. This is a new tripod that Katie got me. I bought the 10th anniversary of The Name of the Wind, of course. I couldn't leave that behind. I brought The Dragonbone Chair and The Stone of Farewell by Tad Williams. I brought All Systems Red by Martha Wells and Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. And then I also... Oh, actually, I didn't bring that. I thought I brought the second book of Kings of the Wild. I forgot what it's called. Bloody Rose, I think. I brought Full Metal Alchemist, the Full Metal Edition, just Volume 1. Oh, I wish I brought more Brandon Sanderson because I think the only Sanderson I brought was The Final Empire. I was thinking of bringing like the Stormlight Archive books, but they're so heavy and that's so much to pack. I was trying to pack other things, more, sentimental things. This is book 1 of the Elric books. I also brought Hard-Boiled Wonderland at the End of the World by Haruki Murakami and The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. So those are all the books that I brought. Nice. Jay reads Theft of Swords. Yes, I am so enjoying it right now. I'm not quite halfway through. Oh, Theft of Swords is the weakest book by Sullivan. Okay, well, that's good to know because I'm enjoying it right now, so I guess it only gets better. Not leaving the Name of the Wind behind. Yeah, I didn't leave. I did leave The Wise Man's Fear, but I had to bring the anniversary edition of The Name of the Wind. How could I not? Even though I've read it like 7 times or more. Time to join the ebook club. Yeah, I do have some ebooks as well. I've actually been reading a lot of manga recently. I have the Shonen Jump app, so I've been reading a lot of manga on there because I just feel like I just haven't been able to focus too much with all the stress of moving around and just the fire and everything. I haven't been able to focus and read too much. I've mostly just been trying to read manga because it's kind of easier. How is Katie doing? She all right? Yes, so Katie's doing good. We don't live together, so she is far away from the fire. She's doing good. She's safe. I feel like Sanderson would be nice enough to send you books for free if they burn in a fire. Well, that would be nice. It'd be nice if I could get some of those leather bounds. Oh, the other books that I brought with me. I brought the Way of Kings leather-bound copies. They're still in the box though, because I want to film like an unboxing, an unboxing and a review video of them. So I brought them with me. I just haven't been able to film the unboxing yet, because those were expensive. So I had to bring those. No Wheel of Time. No, I have a lot of Wheel of Time as audiobooks. That's actually one I was listening to on my way here. I was listening to what is it? What is book 4? I've been listening to that one. The Shadow Rising, I think. Did you read or will you read 12 Kings in Sherikai by Bradley P. Bellew? I don't know how to say his last name. Yes, actually, he recently contacted me. I filmed an unboxing of it. I just haven't posted it yet, but he contacted me and wanted to send me his series to review. So he sent me like all 6 books plus the prequel. So I do want to read those at some point, but those are left behind. So hopefully they won't burn. Actually, did I bring the first book? No, I don't think I did. So yeah, those are left behind. Have you finished Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn? No, I've only read The Dragonbone Chair. I brought the second one with me so I can start that. Have you watched Attack on Titan? If yes, thoughts? Yes, actually, I watched Attack on Titan like as it was first being released. I watched the sub, then after that came out, then I watched the dubbed as well. It's been a while though. I think I kind of want to rewatch it, and I want to read the manga too. I have like the first 3 volumes. Yes, I agree with this. Name of the Wind is better than The Wise Man's Fear, but I don't know. Actually, I kind of have an unpopular opinion. I feel like The Wise Man's Fear has more. It has things that bug me about it. There's a lot of like little things I don't like about it, but it has some of the most memorable scenes, I think. But I do think The Name of the Wind is the better book as far as like writing and pacing. Just joined in. Hope it's not too bad over there. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier in the stream that the fire is like 5 kilometers from my house, which is around like 3 miles. So it is pretty close. It's very smoky. It was very smoky like a couple days ago. It looks like it's starting to clear up a little bit. But there is like quite a few houses that burnt down. And in my neighborhood, they had to spray fire retardant on the first row of houses. So I've heard that the fire is not at our neighborhood yet, but they just did that as a precaution. How did you discover the King Killer Chronicle? It was after my dad passed away, and I think I saw, I don't know what YouTube video it was. I saw somebody review the book, and I thought it sounded kind of interesting. But then I just went to the bookstore, and it was like quite a while after I saw the review. And I picked up the book and I read the back, and it sounded interesting. I liked the name. And then I remembered that I had watched a review of it, so I decided to pick it up. Sending prayers, good vibes, positive thoughts, whatever you believe in, that your home remains safe. We don't have to worry about fires here in Michigan, but I can't imagine the worry. Yeah, it's pretty freaky. Like, I've never had to actually deal with this. Like, we've had forest fires around here, but it's never been close to my neighborhood. So this is the first time where it's actually like pretty scary. Like, I don't know if things are actually going to burn down or not. Also, right now I didn't bring speakers with me, so I'm using just like an earbud, but it doesn't sound like there's any volume coming in. I don't know if it's supposed to make noises when people leave comments, but I'm not hearing anything. At least I'm not getting echo. That's good. What are your thoughts on the Wheel of Time TV show? I'm pretty excited for it. Honestly, I'm actually optimistic. I know it's not going to be exactly what I want. It's not. Whenever I watch an adaptation from a book, I just consider it like its own thing, and then I could enjoy it more. If I'm just constantly comparing it to the book, then I probably won't enjoy it, but I think it's going to be good on its own. I mean, it has a high budget. It's got a great cast of characters. I think it's going to be good. I won't read Name of the Wind until I know the series will be finished. You know, that's fair. That is really fair. Every Sullivan's book gets better with every entry, and the finale of the series is even better than Mistborn's. Wow. Okay, I'm excited for that. Is there an update on Wheel of Time? I know there was an update on I don't know if you're talking about the Wheel of Time show, but there was a recent update at Comic-Con. And I don't know when. Is it coming out this September? I'm not too sure. You should review manga. You should review manga too. That's the plan, actually. Before the whole evacuation, I had planned out. I was going to review review One Piece, and I'm going to review them by their separate arcs. Then I'm going to do an ultimate review of the whole saga. So I was actually going to do that pretty quick, but then I got evacuated, and now everything's just been crazy. But I do want to get back to. I'm going to review One Piece. I want to review Attack on Titan. I've been reading. On the Shonen Jump app, I've been reading, what is it called? All You Need Is Kill. I've also been reading Naruto. I also started reading Berserk. I still don't know how I feel about it, honestly. I'm like 3 volumes in. Okay, I need to get caught up on the chat. I think I'm still way behind. Live unboxing. Maybe, actually. I'm not going to do it today, but well, I don't know. Actually, I think I want to just do a video because I want to get some like cool B-roll of the Way of Kings leather bounds. Just finished Dune and really enjoyed it. Are you excited for the new movie coming out this fall? I am really excited, but I haven't read Dune. Like I think I read like a quarter of it a long time ago. And yeah, I don't know if I want to try and read the book before the movie comes out. Probably not. I have too many books I need to read. But I'm excited to watch the movie. I watched all the old movies. They were okay. I mean, I guess I can't compare them to the book too much. The Shadow Rising. Right. Okay, I must be way behind on the chat. I'm just going to... Sorry, guys, if you commented things. I need to skip ahead. Why didn't you tell me you were streaming? Sorry, Katie. I didn't exactly know I was going to. I was trying to wait because where I'm at right now, I kind of have to like... There's people in the house, so I kind of have to go by when they leave the house, and I didn't know they were going to leave, so they just decided to leave the house and get some things done. So I'm like, okay, this is the perfect time to stream. Just because I don't want to be too loud. Also, I just don't like people like listening to me when I make videos. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead in the chat. Sorry if I missed some of your comments. Hope you and your home remain safe. Have you read the Expanse series or any big sci-fi series? I have not read a lot of sci-fi. I did read All Systems Red. I've read The Martian. I still need to finish Hail Mary. But yeah, I haven't read the Expanse series. I know there's like an Amazon show as well. I've heard a lot of good things about that. Maybe I'll read it at some point. If you like Kings of the Wild, you should give The Black Tongue Thief a try. I've actually heard about The Black Tongue Thief. I saw Daniel Green did a new mail unboxing, and somebody sent him that. And it does look really good. I've actually seen it in the bookstore a while back. I know Robin Hobb has a blurb on the cover. So I do want to read that at some point. How is your mom doing, by the way? So she's not doing the best. It's been kind of tough, especially with the evacuation and everything. She kind of got set back in her health again. So where we're at too, there's like stairs that she has to walk up. That's kind of tougher for her to do. So yeah, it's been kind of difficult. I just finished The Dragon Reborn today. First read of Wheel of Time, starting TSR tomorrow. Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm finally getting back into the Wheel of Time. Now that I know the show is coming out this year, I really need to get caught up. Well, I mean, the show is just going to cover like the first 2 books. So I think I'm good, but I want to get further on in the series so I can start making like lore videos and stuff on it. If you like The Name of the Wind, you should read The Book of the New Sun. Oh, that's the book with like the what is he? He's not like a torturer. I don't know what the character is, but yeah, that looks so interesting to me. I've been wanting to read that series for a while now. I think I actually have the ebook for it. Love you, Berserk fans. Yeah, I'm just getting into Berserk. Like I said, I've only read the first 3 volumes. So far, it's a little dark for me. Like, it's pretty dark. And I feel like it would be redeemable if I liked Guts, the main character. But so far, I don't really know if I like him. So it might just take some time. Jay, you should read The Stonefair Well as soon as possible. It's one of the best fantasy out there. Okay, I will, because I read The Dragonbone Chair, so I need to get to it. I'm kind of glad that it's shorter. I think it's shorter. Yeah, it looks like it's shorter than The Dragonbone Chair. I really enjoyed The Dragonbone Chair, but it is kind of slow at times, especially like the beginning. The very beginning I enjoyed, but then it stretched on for way too long. And it is one of like, I really liked that book. There's just some parts that were so slow. So I'm hoping the second book will kind of speed things up a bit. We are all listening. We are all listening. Why are people saying you're all listening? I hope you're listening. Oh, what sort of music do you listen to, if any? And do you listen to music when reading books? Oh my goodness, it's so hard to just say, what genre, because I listen to a lot of different genres. I listen to some like classic rock. I listen to more alternative rock. I listen to some pop music. So I kind of just listen to whatever. And as far as listening to when I'm reading, I do listen to music when I'm reading. I have a whole playlist on Spotify of just some instrumental music and like soundtracks from movies and stuff. And I usually listen to that when I'm reading, when I remember to. I totally agree. I do not like when people listen to me when I film. Right? I hate that. I don't know why. I hate when people are like right there when I'm filming. Have you read any of the Sun Eater stuff? I hear it's more fantasy and a good transition into pure sci-fi stuff. No, I haven't. Oh! I think I know the cover of the first book, and I think I've heard good things about it. I haven't read it yet, though. I think Jay is a dark fiend. I cannot confirm or deny this. How do I read more books? Do I need to give up the video games? Maybe cut down on video games a bit. I think like sometimes I fall into just a reading slump where I just don't feel like reading, but I kind of think it's just because I don't put in the effort. So a lot of it just comes down to putting in that effort to try reading for like 30 minutes or an hour a day. And then eventually I think you'll just get back into it. Right now I have not been reading too much besides manga and Theft of Swords. Actually, you and Daniel Green got me to read Wheel of Time, currently on book 2. Awesome. Okay, I hope you're enjoying book 2 because that's where I feel like the series becomes its own. So I hope you enjoy it, and it just gets better from there. Unless you get to the slog. I haven't gotten to the slog yet, so I don't really know what my thoughts are on that. Do you plan on doing more read-alongs in the future, preferably books that aren't rereads for most people? I don't know. I don't do good with read-alongs. I tried it twice now. No, actually, I tried it a few times because when I first started my channel, I had a Goodreads group and I did read-alongs on there. But I don't know if maybe if I had somebody to help me like organize them and do some of the posts, it just becomes too much of a chore because I have to try and maybe it's because I'm making too long of posts, but maybe I'll do it in the future. Maybe just like a more casual read along where I don't have to do these posts like every week. Hello, Jay. Will you continue reading the first law books? Yes, I definitely will. I listen to those on audiobook because Stephen Pacey is such a good narrator. And I read the first 2 in the first law trilogy, so I still have to read the third one. But yeah, I will definitely be continuing. And I want to read all the books by Joe Abercrombie. He's one of my new favorite authors, honestly. Any tips for finding time to read when life is busy? I'm moving out for my first semester for college next week, but I still want to find time to read. See, this is a struggle that I have too, so I'm probably not the best person to be giving advice. But again, I think it's just, you just need to try and put in that effort, like whether it's cutting back watching TV or YouTube, or except for my channel. You don't need to cut back on watching my channel. Or just, I don't know, setting some time aside before bed or when you wake up. You should read Mashal, Muscle, and Magic. Oh yeah, that's on the Shonen Jump app. I've heard about it. Maybe I'll read that. I've just been okay. Let me just go to the app right now. I'm glad that so many of you are actually into manga because I really want to start doing some manga reviews, considering I can read them way faster. And right now, I feel like it's kind of pulling me out of a reading slump. Okay, I've been reading One Piece, Naruto, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Demon Slayer, Kaiju number 8. That is one of my new favorites. Oh, same with Spy X Family. That is a fantastic manga. I would definitely recommend. And yeah, I guess that's kind of all. That's kind of all that I've been reading. The day a lore vid on Wheel of Time drops from Jay is the day I can die a happy man. Yeah, I need to finish the series so I can do that. I have been thinking I want to get back into doing my like in-depth summary videos. I still need to do one for Words of Radiance and Oathbringer. I guess Rhythm of War as well. So I might actually start doing those for the Wheel of Time, like as I'm making my way through them. When are you going to read Malazan? Whenever I get through some of the other books I'm reading, because Malazan is such a big series. It's a big commitment. So, yeah, I can't say for sure. I really want to read it. I want to make some videos on it at some point, but I think once I finish Wheel of Time, then I could finally read Malazan. You'll need to keep reading to understand Guts. Okay, I'll keep reading Berserk. So far, it's not exactly my cup of tea. I like the fantasy setting. I like a lot of the action and stuff, but it's very dark. Berserk is very dark, but at least try to read the Golden Age arc, which starts after Volume 3. Okay, I will do that. Are you planning on continuing the Drist books sometime in the future? Not anytime soon, but I read up to like book 9 a long time ago. I do want to start making videos on them. Maybe I'll review them by like trilogy by trilogy, but not anytime soon, but I'm sure sometime I will. He listens to Sugar by Maroon 5. Yes, that is true. I do listen to that. Are you a slow or fast reader? It depends on the book. With Wheel of Time, when I actually sit down and read it, I feel like I read it pretty fast. Even though it's kind of more like, I guess, dense, it's very descriptive. But some other books I read pretty slow. I guess overall, I think I'm kind of a slow reader. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead to. I'm gonna skip ahead to the new comments because I'm getting behind again. Chat can answer this too. What manga should I start with if I want to get into the format? I would probably recommend. I only read the first 3 volumes of Attack on Titan, but I have watched the show. I think that's a good place to start. Yeah, I think Attack on Titan or Death Note, those are probably good places to start. Or One Piece if you're fine with like an kind of upbeat adventure. But One Piece does get a lot darker later on. A lot of people think at first that it's just a childish manga, but it gets a lot darker later on. Hi from Russia. What book would you want to see as a movie or series? I want to see the Stormlight Archive as a series, but I don't know if they could do it live action. They might have to do it animated. Or Mistborn. Mistborn, I think, would work really good as a live action. Even Mistborn Era 2, I think, would work really good. And then that would open it up for some Mistborn video games, and I think it's just waiting for a video game adaptation, honestly. To me, that's the perfect series for a video game adaptation. Demon Slayer was my entry into manga, and I found it to be a good start. Yeah, Demon Slayer is a good start, actually. That's another good one. Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, that is another good place to start. Actually, that was not my first manga, but it was one of the ones I read. My first manga I started with was Dragon Ball. Oh, where is this? If you have to choose Unfinished Kingkiller Chronicle or No More Sanderson. No More New Sanderson. Oh man. Okay, this might be blasphemy, but I would probably want more Sanderson because he's gonna write so much more. Where Patrick Rothfuss, we might just get the 3rd book and that would be it. But I'm okay. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with the Kingkiller Chronicle being finished. I still enjoyed the books as they are, and I like diving into all the theories that people have. So I would want more Sanderson. You wouldn't need to do discussion posts. Oh, this is for the read-alongs. Just discussing with us. I also would love to help you organize it. Okay, well, yeah, maybe I will do some more read-alongs then, because I don't really know how they work. I've only done a handful of them, and I always feel like you need to have like weekly discussion posts. That's what I see people do. So, but for me, sometimes that just becomes too much when I have other things. But maybe I will do one where we just chat about it. They need to make a Skyward movie. That would be good. I could see them doing that. Have you heard of Black Clover? Yes, I have. I've been thinking of starting that at some point. Maybe after I'm finished One Piece. Well, One Piece is so long. Maybe after I finish one of the other series I have, I'll start Black Clover. Full Metal Alchemist is my first manga and anime. Really good. Yes, I would definitely recommend the anime, especially Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Del Toro Quest video. I've been keenly waiting. Yeah, so that was another video I was planning. I have about like half of the script written, and I was planning on doing that pretty soon. Now I'm kind of set behind with the evacuation because all my Del Toro Quest books are at home. But as soon as I get home, that's actually one of the videos I want to work on like right away. Also, you guys should check out Wolf the Story Nomad. You should check out his channel. He makes amazing videos. He's underrated. Honestly, he needs more subscribers. I think Elantris would be a great movie. That's the one Sanderson book I didn't read, so I got no opinion. Stormlight anime version. Yeah, Stormlight would be amazing as an anime, honestly. Oh, another super chat. How do I click on it? Where'd it go? Oh, there. Thank you so much for the super chat, and I will try my best to stay safe. I'm hoping the fire will die down and I can go back home, and I'm really hoping that my bookshelves will not burn down. I hope my house won't burn down because I tried to pack as much sentimental things as I could. I tried to pack enough clothing and everything, but then when I got here, I'm like, wait a minute. There's still things I forgot to pack. Like there's still a lot of pictures And I have like a lot of short stories from when I was younger that I didn't pack. And I was thinking of reading some of my old short stories in a video. So yeah. Have you read Dark Matter by Blake? No, I haven't read that yet. Like I said, I don't read a lot of sci-fi, but I have been recommended that one. So maybe I want to get more into sci-fi, so maybe I'll have to add that to my list. A White Sand movie. I don't know. White Sand's okay, I guess. I didn't read like the book version of it. I just read the graphic novel. I liked it, but it's not Sanderson's best. Have you read Smut? No, I have not read Smut. Not exactly my preferred genre of books to read, unless I just secretly read them. And I'm not telling you guys. Mistborn anime. Mistborn would work good as an anime as well. I think we're getting a Mistborn big Hollywood movie soon. Well, Sanderson is writing, maybe he finished it now. He was writing a screenplay for Mistborn that he wanted to pitch to people. So yeah, I think it's a matter of time, honestly. I think Mistborn would work so good as a movie or a show. Any insights on book cover designing? Have you tried working with major publishing houses? I haven't tried working with any major publishing houses. I have had some offers from some smaller publishing houses, but I found that I could honestly make more money just from doing it freelance. But then I just decided I'm just going to do it. I wanted to focus on my channel more. So I haven't been doing a whole lot of book design. I still have Daniel Green's second book that I'm working on right now. Yeah, and I think with most big publishing companies, you kind of need to be, I think a lot of the times that you need to have an office with them. So you can't just do it online. But there is a lot of smaller publishing houses that will allow you just to work from home online. But any insights? Well, if you want to get into book cover design, I'd recommend taking some design classes. I took like a writing and publishing degree, and I learned a lot about book design and magazine design and poster design. And you definitely want to get familiar with Adobe InDesign, which is like the industry standard. There's other things you can use. There's this new book designing. What is it called now? It's only for Mac. I don't remember what it's called, but there's this new book designing app that basically just lets people. It kind of does most of the work for you, but you can tell that it's not exactly professionally done. So if you want to become like a professional book designer, you want to get familiar with InDesign. Are you interested in any translated works? Yes, I am. I've read 3 books in the Witcher series, and I love the games, but I definitely want to read some more translated books. You didn't need to shout me out, man. Thanks. You were a huge inspiration for me to do more in-depth book videos. Oh, that's awesome. No, I wanted to shout you out because, dude, your videos are amazing. I don't know how you don't have more subscribers, honestly. And you talk about a lot of books that like I love reading, like Goosebumps. I grew up reading those. I love them. Dark Matter is an awesome thriller. Okay, well, I will add that to my list. Animated Warbreaker. Yeah, I think Warbreaker would work pretty good. Honestly, I could see them doing a live action Warbreaker as well. They just have to use some CGI for the magic system. Have you read The Rage of Dragons? Yes, I have. I haven't read the second book yet, but I have read The Rage of Dragons. I was planning on making a review of it quite a while ago, but reviews just don't seem to get that many views, so I just kind of held off on it because I had other videos I wanted to make. Sanderson dropped in an update video something about movie news, but he couldn't say more. Okay. I didn't hear about that. Wow. Maybe somebody picked up his Mistborn screenplay that he was working on. Jay, what about the King Killer Chronicle movies Lin-Manuel Miranda was talking about? Yeah. I've heard that that's just kind of canceled now. Like I think it got picked up by some company, and now it's just I don't know if they're just waiting to sell the rights. But yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda was going to work on a movie adaptation of The Name of the Wind, and they're going to do a prequel TV show, which I think is kind of a weird choice. They were going to do the King Killer Chronicle as a trilogy of movies, and then they were going to do a prequel to the books that was a TV series. And I think it should be the other way around. Like I think there's a lot of content they could stretch it out into a TV show for the main books. Hello, side of Jay's head. Maybe I should try and move the camera over this way a little bit. There's not a whole lot of room here. I don't know if that's any better. Probably not. Have you read the Green Bone Saga? No, but in an upcoming Bookshop Adventures video, I did pick up the first book. So I will have to read that soon. Hey man, love you as a designer. Watching your videos are very inspiring. My favorite video of yours is the Way of Kings summary. Awesome. Thanks. I'm glad you like the videos. And I want to make more of those in-depth summary videos. They take a long, long time to make. I'm sure you can tell. So that's kind of why after making that one, I just haven't had the time to do the Words of Radiance summary because I'm always working on the next videos for next week. So at some point when I'm able to get ahead on the game, then I need to finish up the Words of Radiance summary. But thanks. I'm really glad you enjoy the videos. What online courses could you recommend, if any, on how to edit videos and what equipment to use? I just kind of taught myself how to edit videos, honestly. I'm sure there's some YouTube videos I watched. I don't know any particular ones. You can use Skillshare, one of my future sponsors. So maybe wait until then and use my link. I would have courses on how to edit videos. I don't really know how to edit, but yeah, if you're a beginner, then I'd probably recommend going there. As far as equipment, it depends on what type of videos you want to make. If you want to just make more casual booktube videos and, just like reviews and stuff, just use whatever equipment you have. It's best just to get started. So if you have a phone, you can use that. The most important thing is actually the audio quality over the video quality. Video quality is important, but audio quality is like the top thing. Also, just learn to do some basic editing, just cutting things up. Don't leave big stretches of just awkward silence or like heavy breathing or like you're thinking of what to say. You want to cut that stuff out. But if you want to get into like more in-depth editing, I would recommend finding a website where you can get templates. Like I use a website called Motion Array, and there's a ton of templates, and then you can customize them. And it does a lot of the editing. Well, some of the editing for you. I still do a lot of the editing myself, but some templates I use for like, if I have some cool text that appears on screen that's like 3D and has particles floating around, some of that is just templates that I customize. Who would you cast for Old Kvothe? I don't know. I can't think of anybody, honestly. I've thought about this before, and there's not really anybody. Maybe I forgot the actor's name who is in what is it called? The Harry Potter movie, the new Harry Potter movies. I wasn't really big. I didn't really watch those. Yeah, the movie is waiting to sell the rights. Lynn is still up for it. As far as I know, the rights contract ran out, but it's on the market now with high demands, last I heard. Okay, so that's for the King Killer Chronicle adaptation. So it's out on the market, I guess. I hope one day, because Rothfuss seems to be, good friends with Lin-Manuel Miranda, so I still hope that would work out. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. If you had to pick one fantasy series to be turned into an anime, what would it be? And I agree, Wolf, the Story Nomad is so underrated. Yes, I definitely agree. Okay, it would be the Stormlight Archive, for sure. Hands down. I can't think of any other book series that would work as good in anime format than the Stormlight Archive. there's a lot of things in the Stormlight Archive that remind me of an anime, just like some of the training scenes and just some of the battles and a lot of the like fist pumping moments when Kaladin does something awesome. And I think it would just be perfect for an anime adaptation. Isn't King Killer Chronicle meant to be a prequel story to another trilogy? Why would you make a prequel to a prequel? People can be so strange. Yeah, the King Killer Chronicle is supposed to be a prequel for a future series that Rothfuss wants to write in the same world of Temerant. But at the same time, they wanted to make a prequel of the King Killer Chronicle. It's just kind of confusing. I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't make a prequel. I don't think it would be as interesting, honestly. I mean, unless they said it during the Creation War. I don't know. But I think it was supposed to follow Kvothe's parents. Do you prefer series or movies, and why? I prefer series because you get more attached to the characters, and especially with a book adaptation, I feel like with movies there's so much they have to cut out, and with a series they can make it more true to the book. I agree, Scythe. Many animated things would lose a lot of the emotion, or the action would have to be severely cut to become live action. Many animated things would lose a lot of the emotion. I don't know. I think animated can still have a lot of emotion in it. But yeah, a lot of the action would have to be severely cut for live action, especially with something like the Stormlight Archive when it has such a crazy magic system. Okay. I have to scroll down in the chat. I really don't think my earbud is working because I think it's supposed to make a noise when I get a super chat. Let me just see if it's on. It should be on. I'm from Kelowna, Okanagan represent. Hey, that's awesome. You're kind of close to me. Foot reveal when? Never. Never. Feet are gross, dude. Feet are disgusting. Hope HBO picks up King Killer Chronicle. I hope so too. Why is my earbud not working? Oh, okay. Maybe it is. Are you a sports fan? I don't really like watching sports. I was in rugby back in like middle school. I used to play a lot of just soccer with my friends. And I like playing sports. I love skiing, but yeah, I don't really watch sports too much. How far are you into One Piece? I just finished up the East Blue Saga, so I got to start making reviews. I've been trying to hold off on reading too much further because I need to make reviews and get caught up before I go any further. I would like to see an Avatar The Last Airbender like animation for Stormlight. It would be awesome. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I think that'd be awesome. I feel like they could do something a little more, I don't know, like mature and detailed as well. But I think that would be an interesting route to go. I'm going to start reading The Way of Kings soon. Yeah, you should. It's so good. Honestly, Stormlight is probably one of my favorite series, but I also have a lot of criticisms for it, like especially in the later books. Oathbringer I really enjoyed. I did have some problems with the pacing. Rhythm of War, I enjoyed it. There was some awesome, like amazing scenes in Rhythm of War. There's some of the best moments in the series in Rhythm of War, but it also dropped the ball in a lot of areas for me. I won't get into spoilers though. Have you any recs for a big Song of Ice and Fire fan? Was looking into the first Law trilogy, but wanted to see if you would recommend anything else. Okay, well, you already mentioned First Law, but anything else? I mean, maybe Malazan. I haven't read a lot of Malazan. I did read like several chapters of it when I was in the library one time, but I think that's probably a good route to go if you like Song of Ice and Fire. Other than that, I mean, there's Wheel of Time. It's a very long series. It's very epic, like A Song of Ice and Fire, but it's kind of old school fantasy. It's got a lot of tropes. It's got a lot of, I don't know. It's not as dark. Well, actually, Wheel of Time is a lot darker than people think. Like there is some very dark scenes in it, but Robert Jordan writes it in a way that you don't pay attention to those super dark things. But yeah. Oh, I would recommend The Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn by Tad Williams, because that was a big inspiration for George R.R. Martin. So you should definitely read that. It's also more so classic fantasy. It's got some tropes, some common like tropes, but that's not a bad thing. Tropes are not always a bad thing. You're going to find a lot of common fantasy tropes in basically everything you read, but yeah, Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn, I think, is a great one to read. It is a little bit slower in some parts. Hi, Jay. I hope you are well, especially your books. Yeah, hopefully my books are doing better than I am. I am doing pretty good. I mean, like, it has been kind of stressing. It's been difficult, like, staying at somebody else's place and trying to set up, like, kind of an office, an area where I can work. I need to figure something out for filming videos because I don't want to go too long without making videos. Right now, I've just been working on some scripts. I've been working on some like stuff that I had pre-filmed, like a bookshop adventure video. But, you know, I'm happy to be safe. I'm so happy that I have a place to stay. The people that I'm staying with are very, very nice and generous. And I'm just happy that all my family's safe. So. Are you interested in the Game of Thrones prequels on HBO? I never finished Game of Thrones, so I don't know. I'm not really that interested. What are some of your favorite smaller booktubers? Okay. Here we go. I'm going to try and remember names. Alex. He told me how to pronounce his last name, but I still don't remember. Alex Nevis. Knives Alex. I'm typing it in on Discord because I know he showed me how to pronounce his last name. Oh, I'm not going to be able to find it. Anyway, Alex Nieves. I think that's how you spell it. I really like his videos. I also like the Library of Alexandria. Smaller booktubers. Let me go to my watch list. Yeah, Cameron from The Book Nomad. Definitely, I like his videos. Let me go to... okay, here we go. I don't actually watch a whole lot of booktube. Like, obviously, I love Daniel Green's videos. I love Murphy Napier's videos, Elliot Brooks. But I don't watch a whole lot of booktube. Believe it or not. I should probably support my fellow booktubers more. There is some people I want to give shout outs to, though. Oh, Mike from Mike's Book Reviews. I like his videos. Lost in Discovery. That's the one I was trying to remember. Lost in Discovery makes some amazing Stormlight videos. He started making One Piece videos. So definitely check his videos out. And Man Carrying Thing. He makes the best skits on BookTube. I'm sure you might have heard of his channel. He needs more subscribers, though. So if you're not, subscribe to him. Please do. I'm looking at my stream right now in a different tab, and it looks pretty dang pixely. Why? I have good internet here, so I don't understand. Maybe it's because I'm not hooked up to an Ethernet cable. Wheel of Time gets dark for sure. Yes, it definitely does. Any Kingkiller Chronicle hot takes? Yeah, I wanted to make a full video on things that I don't like about the Kingkiller Chronicle. I still probably will do that at some point, but there's some things I don't like. First of all, Patrick Rothfuss he doesn't write female characters that well. Like, I love Ari, but other than Ari, like, sure, I like Fella, I like Devi, but they don't have a lot of depth. They're not. A lot of his side characters, I guess, in general, don't have a ton of depth because it's all coming from Kvothe's perspective. But I love Ari as a character. But other than her, like Denna, no, I don't really like Denna as a character that much. And I just feel like he hasn't really shown me that he can write a good female character besides Ari. So that's something I think that's definitely a con for me. Also, I just feel like I can't go into spoilers. Dang it. There's some things in the second book. Some explicit things in the second kind of come out of nowhere, and then it just goes on for too long. And that's just seemed like a weird choice to me. And also it is a little bit meandering. Now, I don't think it's as meandering as some people say it is, the story, because I do feel like every little place that he goes to, it has a purpose going forward. And it's kind of hidden, like with all these different clues and things that he's doing. There's always a purpose as to what he's doing. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to define any real plot in the King Killer Chronicle besides just a revenge story. It's just basically a revenge story. But yeah, those are my hot takes for now. You'll have to wait for a video on it, and I'll go into a lot more detail. Thoughts on the upcoming live-action adaptation for One Piece on Netflix? I didn't know this was a thing at all. My thoughts are that it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be very bad. There's not many live-action anime adaptations that work. So, yeah, and One Piece especially, I don't think that's going to work out too well. I don't even know if I'm going to watch it, honestly. I know I was saying that adaptations should kind of be their own thing, but I don't think One Piece would work too well. It would be great to see a video with your criticisms on Stormlight Archive. I don't think I saw something like that on your channel. My Rhythm of War review, I did go into quite a bit of detail as to why I didn't. That's like my least favorite Stormlight book. But yeah, maybe I'll make a different video just going over all of them, the whole series, because I do have some criticisms for it. It is like my favorite series, and I think some people don't really get that. When I made my Rhythm of War review, they think I'm hating on the whole series, but no, I love the series. I got criticisms for it. I repeat, Farseer feels kind of similar to King Killer, because yeah, I think it is kind of similar. Oh, yeah. So you said for A Song of Ice and Fire fans, I have to recommend it. It's very similar at times. Okay, interesting. I haven't read a lot of A Song of Ice and Fire. I only read the first book. He even deletes his messages here. Who's deleting messages? I don't think you can unless you're a mod. Prince of Thorns, I've heard, is very dark. I've heard that too. I bought the book because the cover looked really cool and epic. But then one of my friends told me all about it. He spoiled some things. And it seems a little too dark for me. I don't like things that are just extremely dark, especially when you don't like the main character, like you can't find anything to like in them, then I don't really enjoy it. The reason I love First Law so much is that you can still like the characters. There's still redeemable qualities. But maybe Prince of Thorns, I think I heard that the character gets better. What's his name? Jorg, I think. Jorg. And I heard that his character gets a lot better later on. Glad to hear you and your family are safe. I hope you're all able to safely return to your home soon. I hope so too. I really hope so too. I'm getting a little bit homesick. It's difficult for sure. Kaya Reads is highly underrated. I think I heard of her channel. I'll have to check it out. Sarah Reads is awesome and Canadian. Okay, so I'm way behind on the chat. I will have to, honestly, I'm going to have to check out some of these channels. I think I know Sarah Reads. Oh, I'm not subscribed. I will subscribe. I'll have to check out some, and Kaya Reads. If you guys have any other small channel recommendations, let me know. Lost in Discovery. Yes, he makes awesome videos. And he's a fellow Aussie. I thought he sounded Australian. Mike is amazing. Man Carrying Thing, Discord gang. Oh, I got to join his Discord. What am I doing? I need to join it right now. Man Carrying Thing is hilarious. Yes, he is. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, honestly, you need to. He makes the best skit videos. He's getting me inspired. I want to start making some skit videos now. Did all the booktubers decide to all start One Piece at one time? It does kind of seem like that. I used to read One Piece when I was younger. I didn't get too far. I don't even think I finished the East Blue Saga, but I loved it growing up. And I watched the anime too. I got to I don't know, I think 150 episodes in or something, maybe 200. And I loved One Piece, but it's been so long, I kind of forgot a lot about it. But then I started seeing Daniel and Murphy make videos about it, and then Lost in Discovery made videos about it, and then it just made me miss the series because I watched those videos and it just brought back so much nostalgia. So I just decided to start it. Thank you. I hope we will stay safe. I'm so happy that we have a place to stay because a lot of like our friends and stuff are in the same community, so they had to be evacuated as well. And it was kind of difficult. But luckily we knew a friend of a friend who wanted to take somebody in during the evacuation. So I'm so grateful for that. Okay, let me just... I'm still so behind on the chat. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. Have you read Mistborn Secret History and The Hope of Elantris? I have not read The Hope of Elantris, but I have read Mistborn Secret History. I read it before you're supposed to, because you're supposed to read... I think you're supposed to read up to the third Mistborn Era 2 book before you read Mistborn Secret History. I read it right after finishing the first era of Mistborn, and I still really enjoyed it. A lot of people don't like it. I enjoyed it because it goes through a lot of events that happen in the first era, and it was just kind of refreshing to do that right after. But yeah, I like Mistborn Secret History. Maybe I'll make a review on it. Jay, I know the problem with the video quality. You screenshotted in 480p again. Oh, yeah, that's probably it. If this, yeah, I don't even know if this is 480p. Honestly, this might be like 360, or maybe it's just one. It might be 144. It looks pretty pixely. Have you read Mistborn Era 2? I have, besides the last one. I've only read the first two, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, in Mistborn Era 2. Oh, it was on my channel. I saw yours. Loved it. Best screenshotter in the biz. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Let me go to it right now. David DeCero. Oh, dude, let me subscribe to your channel. I'm not even subscribed. Okay, I subscribed, and I will check that video out later. Oh, the video quality improved. Did it? Oh, it does look kind of better. Maybe it's just temporary, though. Don't get too excited. Favorite Wheel of Time character so far? For me, it is... okay, I'm not just going to say one. I can never say one character. Either, okay, Rand, Matt, and Nynaeve. And Moraine. They're all my favorites. Looks like 720p now. Okay, awesome. I don't know how long it's going to stay like that for, though. Maybe... Oh, let me turn the quality down on my end. I have it set to 720, and that's probably using... Like, I have it in another tab just so I can make sure it's running good. I'm going to set it down to 144 just on YouTube so that it doesn't slow things up on your end. Mistborn Secret History is supposed to be read either in between the eras or preferably the second era, since there are some spoilery connections. Nothing major, though. Yeah, so I read it like in between. All my friends kept saying that I need to wait until I read the second era, and I can see how there is some spoiler things, but I still enjoyed it. Have you read The Gentleman Bastards? I've only read the first book. I read The Lies of Locke Lamora. I need to continue it. I just, like, I've heard it's unfinished, so I kind of have been holding back. But a lot of people have been telling me that, like, all three books kind of stand on their own, and the last one doesn't have, like, a huge cliffhanger, so maybe I should just continue it. Epic Tales is a highly underrated booktuber. Okay, I'll have to check that channel out as well. I don't know if this question appeared because I was eaten by mosquitoes, but after smut question, do you read fan fiction? I don't think I've ever touched fan fiction at all. I'm hoping there's no fan fiction about me out there. There better not be. But if there is, I will have to read it on my channel. That's just a rule. Sorry you've been bitten by mosquitoes. That's terrible. For some reason, it seems like mosquitoes, like, sometimes they specifically target certain people, and I'm one of those people. Like, if I go camping or something, I'm always the one that has a ton of mosquito bites. Have you ever heard of a book called Legendborn by Tracy Dean? It's a King Arthur retelling YA fantasy, which is the first book in a trilogy. No, I don't think I have. Sounds awesome, though. Marry me. You have to buy me a ring. Moraine. Yes, Moraine is one of my favorite characters. Subscribing to my channel improves video quality. Yeah, it was right after I subscribed to your channel, wasn't it? Is it still like 720? I hope it's still good quality. Yeah, your channel brought me good luck, so thanks, man. I should have subscribed earlier. What was I thinking? Where do I start with The Witcher? I bought Blood of Elves, but I don't know if that's where to start. Blood of Elves is not where to start. That is the first book in the main series, but it's kind of confusing because before you start the main series, you need to read the first, there's 2 short story collections, and you need to read those first. I mean, you don't need to, but you should. There's a lot of context that's going to be missed. And I believe the first one is The Last Wish is the first Witcher short story collection. So start with The Last Wish. After that is Sword of Destiny. Then you can read Blood of Elves. That's the best way to start. What do you think about the Dune movie coming out? I answered that question earlier. I'm excited for it, actually. I think it's going to be good. But I'm not that familiar with Dune. So I'm not as excited as some other people probably are. Oh, the quality went down again. No. I need somebody else to subscribe to now, so it will go back up. Have you read Dune? No. Don't move, Jay. That makes it worse. Oh, man, I'm so bad at not moving. Okay. I'll try my hardest. No promises, though. I'm so bad at sitting still. Oh, wow, bit shocked by that title. Hope you're doing all right, man. Sending my best wishes from Ireland. Thank you. Yeah, it's been crazy. There's forest fires all over Canada right now. Well, not all over, but there's some in the west, there's some in the east. And, well, I guess all over the world, honestly. Some people are messaging me from Turkey, and there's some huge forest fires there. I think there's some in Greece right now as well. Yeah, it sucks. I'm actually starting to miss the winter, and I usually don't like winter that much. It went down when you read the 720p chat. Oh, no. What are you currently reading? So I'm currently reading The Shadow Rising, as well as what is it called? Theft of Swords. I'm reading Theft of Swords, The Shadow Rising. Then I'm reading a handful of manga, like One Piece, Demon Slayer, Kaiju number 8, a bunch of other manga. I mentioned it earlier in the stream. Have you read Discworld? I have read Mort. I have read The Hogfather. I have read Guards. And one more. I don't remember the name of it. But yeah, I love Discworld. I want to get more into the series and make more videos on them. They're honestly some of the funnest books I've read. Oh, did I miss a super chat? Let me see here. Original Human. Can't stay for long, so just wanted to share the love. Hope everything gets better with the fire. Thanks so much, man. Man, you've been following my channel for such a long time, and your channel blew up like crazy. You have so many subscribers. If you guys like gaming videos, then check out The Original Human. He makes great videos. Some of the events in the Discord could be the fanfic at this point. Probably. If you guys don't know, if you're not in my Discord server, there's a whole server lore. And yeah, it's pretty chaotic. Fanfiction called Jay is Captured in World. Oh geez. By the way, I take it back. If somebody makes fanfiction of me, I do not promise to make a video on it. I can't do that because I don't know how crazy it's going to be. I don't want to get demonetized. Is it just my earbud or what? I can't hear you that well. Oh, okay. Like, guys, let me know if the audio is bad, because I know when I was packing my microphone, it bent the USB plug-in, and I did notice it sounds a little bit off when I was trying to film in Audacity. So let me know if it sounds really quiet. Nobody said it so far, so I don't know if that's... Hopefully it hasn't been super quiet this whole time. Okay, we got another super chat. Thank you so much. Sending support from Vancouver. Thanks for the vids, bro. I have fam in Greece, so know it can be worse. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, man. I wish I was in Vancouver right now. I don't know if you guys have gotten some of the smoke because I heard that a lot of it is blowing over to the east. Yeah, a couple days ago, we had like acid rain pretty much, and there was just ash all over the vehicle, and we had to wash them. And yeah, hopefully you guys aren't getting too much of our smoke. I wish I was in Vancouver right now. I'm really enjoying this live stream. I think you should do these more often. Thanks. Yeah, I want to do them more often, but like where my home does not have good Wi-Fi. Right now where I'm at, since I'm evacuated, I have really good Wi-Fi here, but it seems to still be like not good for live streaming, apparently. But I mean, I don't think you really need really good quality for live streaming. You're just looking at my face. So yeah, I do want to do these more often. Fire is getting bad in the States. Oregon and California fires are sending smoke all the way over to Utah. Yeah, oh, that's terrible. I do not do good with smoke either. Like the days when it was the smokiest, I had such a bad headache, like all day. Luckily, the smoke is kind of clearing up now. So, and my eyes like burn. I don't know if I have like an allergy to smoke, but my eyes were burning so much. Maybe everyone's like that. I don't know, but it's not a fun time. Kelsier versus Kvothe, who would win? Oh, that is tough. Dang, that is really tough. I'm gonna say Kvothe, because maybe he'd be able to find the true name in Kelsier's heart and call upon it. That's a really tough one, though. I don't know. Kelsier's a badass. Take Kvothe. That is a really tough one. I don't know what to say for that. Read more City Watch Discworld books. Yeah, I do want to continue City Watch. It was pretty recently that I read Guards, so I do want to continue. Super Chat Jay. Okay, I need to get caught up. I don't think there's another one. I don't think so. What system do you use to write notes when reading and you're writing? I mostly just use Google Docs. I have used Campfire a little bit for my own writing. A lot of the time I just use Google Docs, or on my phone I have this app called OneNote, and I just write a lot of notes down. Now, what I do when it comes to my own writing, just like to get story ideas, I like whenever I play a video game or I watch a movie or something that inspires me, I make a new document and I just put, say The Legend of Zelda, if that's what I'm inspired by. I write down The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, inspiration, and then I put down a story that I thought of on my own that has certain elements from the thing I just watched or the game I just played. And I do that with like everything that I read or watch. So I have so many like story inspirations where I just take some little pieces and then I make my own story and write down some notes for it. Audio is good. Okay, that's what's important. That is good. Audio is great. Okay. So audio is good for me. Okay, so I'm glad it's not super quiet. No, I haven't been in the server for a while. This is going to be confusing when I come back. It sure is. Like, yeah, it has been a while since you've been in the Discord. But yeah, it's the server lore has grown even more. I haven't been in the server too much with the evacuation and everything. I've been kind of absent from there. Audio is fine. You just look like a Lego in this 480p quality. Okay, well, I'm glad the audio is good. I mean, that's all that really matters. My face doesn't matter. Colorado is very smoky. Oh, man. That sucks. Acid rain, I see. In India, there is a lot. Oh, boy. The world is on fire. I think I heard something about Siberia being on fire, too. Yeah, it seems like there is more wildfires than ever this year. Ash falling down. Real life Mistborn. That's exactly what I was thinking, honestly. I was... like, when it was so smoky and there was ash in the sky, I was just thinking I would not fare well in the world of Mistborn because my eyes were so itchy. I had such a bad headache from all the smoke, so I don't think I would fare well. Ash fell from the sky. What would Kelsier and Quoth have against each other? I'd rather see them drinking and chatting. Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that. If Kelsier knew he was facing Quoth, he would win. If it was impromptu, Quoth. Yeah, I agree with that too. I think Kelsier would make a really good plan to take him down. But if it was just on the spot, I think he would get defeated. Kelsier is good at fighting. Yes, he is. But Quoth has the brain power. He can, and on the spot too. He's really good at just coming up with things on the spot and surviving. Thank you for the stream. Really enjoying it. Thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you for watching the stream. Kelsier's kind of a bastard, but I think he would like Quoth being underdog and all that. I think so, yeah. Sorry to hear you've been evacuated. Thrilled to see you hanging out. Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping to get home soon, but at least I can do these live streams every once in a while. It's going to be kind of difficult making videos here. I'll try my best. I have some pre-filmed stuff. I have a bookshop adventure video that I'm editing right now that I can put up pretty soon. And I have like a bunch of scripts written out. I have some videos I could probably do just as voice lines, like some King Killer videos and stuff. But yeah, maybe I'll be able to find a better way to film videos here. But I'm happy I'm safe. By the time you read any of the comments about good/bad video quality, they're not even accurate anymore. Yeah, it seems to just be going all over the place. And I'm behind on the chat too. Canada, Australia, USA, Turkey, Greece, Russia. The wildfires continue. Yeah, if there's any more, just add them to the list. Have you ever read the Books of Babel series? Senlin Ascends is one of the best books I've read. Yes, I have. I recommended Senlin Ascends in my, which video was it now? My self-isolation, my top 10 books to read in self-isolation. Senlin Ascends is one of my favorite books of all time. And the second book is even better. I haven't read the third one yet, but I really love the Books of Babel series, and I actually want to make videos on them pretty soon once I get into a better situation. Do you read any literature or only fantasy? I mostly read fantasy, but I do read some nonfiction. I read Atomic Habits. I read, what's it called? Story. Dang it. I have it on my phone somewhere. Where is it? I think it's on my Kindle app. Oh, it's a really good book. Storyworthy. That's what it's called. Storyworthy. That is a really good nonfiction book about, it just kind of helps you be able to remember things more, because it's all about like writing notes down about your day and just having a daily kind of journal. I don't really follow it too much, but when I do, I feel like I just remember things more. So I'm able to bring it up in conversation. I'm able to have better conversations, because sometimes I just don't really know what to talk about. I don't talk about my life a whole lot with people, but if I remember to write things down, then I do. So yeah, I read some nonfiction. I also read some classics. I actually just downloaded The Great Gatsby on Audible. I read it a long time ago, back in like grade 7 or 8, and I didn't like it that much at the time, so I want to reread it and see what I think. But yeah, and I've read some mystery. I've read some Agatha Christie, stuff like that. But since I made a booktube channel, my main focus has just been fantasy, because I feel like that's the niche I'm kind of in. So I want to, and I like that niche. So I don't feel like I'm too limited. I can make videos on other series if I want to, but I mostly read fantasy. The Netherlands, for once, isn't on fire. It's been flooded in places, but we're living in a river delta, so it fits. It's also normal temperature for once. Okay, well, I'm glad it's not on fire. That sucks about the flooding, though. Imagine if these events occurred during 2012. The conspirators would have a field day. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I remember that. Everyone thought the world was going to end because of the Aztec calendar. What gaming systems are you on, or are you mostly PC? Single player, multiplayer? I play mostly on PC, but I do have a Nintendo Switch. On my Nintendo Switch, it's mostly just single player games like RPGs and stuff, and like The Legend of Zelda, Mario, stuff like that. I play Overcooked with Katie on there sometimes. Overcooked is such a fun game. It's stressful though. But yeah, I mostly play on PC. I was pretty big into Overwatch for a while. I also played CS:GO. Lately, I've mostly just been playing single player games. Fantasy is literature. That's what I was thinking too with that comment. So yes, of course I read literature. I still hear your voice when I read the Cathay chapters. Okay, that voice that I did for the Cathay in my King Killer videos, I guess some of you won't know if you haven't watched those, if you haven't read the series yet, but I did this like really creepy sounding voice for a certain character called the Cathay, a creature, and I no longer know how to make that voice. I lost the capability to edit that. I don't know how to do it anymore. And I was trying to think, I was going through like my notes and I was going through all the presets I made. And I don't have it. So I don't know how to make that voice. I'm sure I could find something similar, but yeah, that's why I've kind of been reusing the same quotes whenever I mention the Cathay. What were your favorite books when you were a kid? Okay, I loved Del Toro Quest. I loved, what is it called? Goosebumps. I love Goosebumps. I love Del Toro Quest. I really enjoyed the Inheritance Cycle. It's been such a long time since I read the Inheritance Cycle. What else did I read? I read Dragonlance at a pretty young age. The first 3 books in like the main Dragonlance trilogy, the first trilogy. Oh, somebody mentioned His Dark Materials. I've only read The Golden Compass. And again, I read that when I was little too. And I liked that a lot. I never read the other 2 though. But, oh, the Pendragon books. Pendragon. I used to love those books. I don't know how well they hold up. I think it kind of ages as you read through them. Because I did start reading the first book. This was like a couple of years ago. I tried rereading it. And it did not seem too good, the writing. But I think it kind of ages up as you go. Because it kind of seemed like really, really middle grade. But then I think it kind of becomes more YA later on. I didn't get on with Gatsby. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it the first time I read it. Maybe I'll like it more. I'm studying The Great Gatsby at the moment for school. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, I'll try and make a video on it for you as soon as I can so that you can have a study guide. Try Dickens. I've read a little bit of Dickens. I read Oliver Twist, which I love. That's one of my favorite classics. I've also read A Christmas Carol, of course. But I would like to read either David Copperfield or Great Expectations. Oh, I also love Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. I love Alice in Wonderland. A lot of people don't like Gatsby. Okay, well, that makes me feel better. I was thinking that was just my opinion back in grade 7. It's because everyone seems, a lot of people I've talked to say it's their favorite classic. But I will give it a second chance and see. Great Gatsby might be one of my most disappointing classics. Yeah, I gotta reread it and see what I think now. I'm lowering my expectations now, though. AJ, hope the fires aren't too bad. They are pretty bad, unfortunately. They are about 5 kilometers away from my neighborhood, which is like 3 miles. I know I've mentioned that earlier in the stream, but I'll just say it again for anybody that's joining in now. So it is getting pretty close. It's very bad. It's one of the like worst fires we've had in British Columbia. But I'm hopeful that they'll put it out. There's been a little bit of rain the last couple days. It kind of looks cooler out today. It's not as windy today, so I'm hoping they'll be able to get it under control. I like it, but I found it overrated. I liked it, and I'm not big on classics. Okay, so we got some different opinions here. Hey Jay, have you ever heard of the indie pop music band / group called AJR? They are awesome in my opinion. I listen to their music every single day. I'm not even joking. I haven't heard of that band at all, actually. There is a band I recently found though. I'll check out their music, AJR. Yeah, I like a lot of indie stuff. There's a band, I don't know how indie they are, but I just found this band a couple days ago. maybe it's not as indie as I think it is, but Young the Giant. I really like their songs. I just found them like a couple days ago, and I added basically all their songs to a playlist, and I've been listening to those a lot. Quoth, Amir or Chandrian. I can't go into spoilers, so yeah, that's tough. I can't really answer that. What is your favorite kind of beer if you like it? I don't drink a whole lot of alcohol, and I don't really like beer. I more so would like some type of like vodka drink, like a vodka seltzer, or just some like a Mike's Hard Lemonade or something like that. I don't really like the taste of beer that much. Pendragon was one of my favorite series. Yeah, I don't know many people that have ever heard about it, so that's awesome, because I feel like it was just the book series that I read as a kid. I never heard anybody else. Oh, actually, I did get a couple comments, like in a previous video I met. There was a couple of people that mentioned that they read it, but I don't hear many people talk about it on YouTube or anything. Thoughts on Percy Jackson? I think it was in your bookshelf tour, or I could be wrong. Yeah, I love Percy Jackson as well. Why didn't I mention that when we're talking about childhood favorites? I really enjoyed Percy Jackson. I didn't get too much into like the spin-off series, but I love Percy Jackson. I have my original copies, and I have like the newer copies that have the cool image on the spine. I actually would like to read Percy Jackson again at some point. For the person asking about literature, I think they meant literary fiction, which coincidentally is actually called literatuur in Dutch. The rest is called lectuur. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, interesting. Yeah, they probably were talking about literary fiction. Tale of Two Cities for me. I loved your top 10 dragons video. When is the sequel coming? Also, what is your least favorite dragon? My least favorite dragon? I haven't even read things. I haven't read too much that have dragons in them, and especially a least favorite one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about least favorite. There is like this weird dragon in the Fairy Queen, which is like this really old, like medieval epic poem. I don't know if I don't think I mentioned it in my video. There's this weird dragon. I don't know if you'd even classify it as a dragon. It was more so like a monster. It was like a woman mixed with a monster, and I forgot, it like spewed out this black stuff. I just thought it was creepy. I don't know if I'd say it was my worst dragon or my least favorite. But yeah, I'm glad you liked the video. I want to make another one of those at some point. I actually really love Gatsby, but I have found that I didn't appreciate classics in high school, only started to like them after graduating. Yeah, me too. Honestly, the only classic I liked in high school was probably The Outsiders. But most of the stuff they get you to read in school, I just feel like it's the wrong time in somebody's life to just push all these classics on them. If you want to get teens into reading more, they should be introducing them to something more contemporary, something more, yeah, like, I don't know, a young adult book series that's popular, or a classic fantasy or something, or I don't know, just something that they can relate to a little bit more, instead of turning them off of reading by just getting them to read these old classics. I don't have anything against classics. I think they're great. I just think that it's might not be the best place to start people off in high school. Stay safe, man. Hope you guys get some rain. I hope we get a lot more rain, because we've only had just some like small sprinkles of rain. Hey Jay, question. Would you make a King Killer in-depth summary video of book 1 and 2 to be a summary for people who don't want to reread them for context if the third book comes out? Yeah. Actually, can I share my screen? Let me see. I don't know if I should, because I don't want to spoiler some future videos. Okay, let me see if I can share screen. Screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors. Okay, maybe I won't. Anyway, I already made some thumbnails for some King Killer in-depth summary videos. I've been kind of waiting until we get some news about the third book, but you know what? I think I might just make them sometime this year, because I don't know when it's going to be when we get some news about the third book. And I already made the thumbnails. I know the books inside and out, so I do want to make some summaries on those for sure. Have you heard of Wind in the Willows? I think it was my favorite book as a child. Yes, I love Wind in the Willows. That's actually one of my favorite classics and one of my favorite childhood books as well. I love The Wind in the Willows. That actually introduced me, I think I read it first. That introduced me more into like the Redwall books. Great Gatsby is okay, but Wuthering Heights is awful. Gatsby is just allegory of rich presented in a rich way. Okay. Yo, Young the Giants is awesome. Saw them in concert. Lead singer was totally drunk on stage, though. Okay, well, that's awesome that you like their band. I just found them literally like 2 days ago. And yeah, I'm really liking their music so far. There's some other bands. Let me go to my... I have a weird taste in music, so I don't know if you guys would like what I listen to, but let me just go here to Spotify. Yeah, Young the Giant. I listened to some 21 Pilots. Like I listened to them a long time ago, like way even before Stressed Out. And I feel like sometimes the fan base kind of ruins them for me a bit, but I still like a lot of their music. I listen to some old like 90s stuff too, like Sum 41 or Jimmy Eat World, or I listen to a lot of David Bowie as well. I listen to lots of like 80s music. Oh, there's also a new band, well, not new, but kind of an indie band called Alt Bloom. They kind of have more like romancy music. Anyway, have you read all the books that are related to the Farseer trilogy of Robin Hobb? That saga is one of my favorites. No, I haven't. The Farseer trilogy. Yes, I've read the Farseer trilogy. I haven't read the others that are related, like the Live Ship Traders and all the other Elderling books. I haven't read those. I've only read the first 3 books in the Farseer trilogy, and it's one of my favorite trilogies. I need to talk about it more. There's a lot of books that I love that I just don't talk about on my channel. I don't know why. What is wrong with me? Have you read the Lycanus trilogy? No, I have the first 2 on my shelf. I've had them forever, but I always thought I would read them after the Wheel of Time. I don't know why. I just had that in my mind for a long time. Percy Jackson, Harry Potter. I don't know. Maybe. Lycanus is really, really good. I'll have to read it. There's so many series I need to finish. I have this problem where I read the first book or the first 2 books in a series, and then I don't finish it. I don't finish the series, so I need to do that. Do you know the show How to Train Your Dragon? If so, thoughts? Of course I know the show. I mentioned that in my recent Top 10 Dragons video. Of course, I gave Toothless a spot on the list. How could I not? Yeah, I love the show, honestly. Oh, the show. Oh, I thought you asked about the movies. No, I haven't seen anything about the show. I like the movies, though. The movies are great. I think the movies they're honestly like good movies for adults and kids. Oh, wow. Yeah, I am behind on the chat. I'm seeing all these comments that are from way, way back. Let me skip ahead a bit. Have you ever played Lord of the Rings online? I have, actually. I played it for quite a while. It was a long time ago, though. But I am actually a big fan of MMOs. Like, I played a lot of World of Warcraft. I played some Final Fantasy online. I played Guild Wars 2. I played some Elder Scrolls Online. I'm actually getting back into Elder Scrolls Online. I haven't had too much time to play recently, but that's something that I play a little bit with my brother. The Outsiders was my favorite school read as well. The Outsiders is awesome. Me and my friends back in my, cringy, edgy days, me and my friends sat in the back of the classroom and we all gave each other a nickname from The Outsiders. We thought we were so cool. I actually remember popping my collar. What a douche. Yeah, I like The Outsiders, though. I like the movie, too. Also, your pronunciation was good enough for someone who probably hasn't even heard Dutch. I don't think I have heard Dutch. That comment was from so long ago. I'm so behind on this chat. Try Brave New World. Yeah, I should. I have Brave New World. I should read that. Haven't read 1984, only Fahrenheit. I did read a bit of 1984. I want to get I want to read that again, actually. I want to make a video on it. I do want to get more into some... I want to make some videos on classic books. Okay, let me... Sorry, guys. I'm skipping ahead again to the beginning of... or to the current chat, so I might miss some of the questions. I'm going to miss a lot of the questions. Obviously, I can't answer everything. Hey, Greg, the screenshotter. Hey, Greg is my cousin, okay? You can't mistake me for Greg. Do you not see how different we look? He had glasses. I have not read The Count of Monte Cristo. Definitely, please do more videos on classics. I didn't know people would be too interested on those. But yeah, I should. And I will. I will do some videos on classics. I know the main focus on my channel will be always fantasy books. I do want to make more manga videos, though. I want to make some classic videos. Have you read Inkheart by Cornelia Funk? Yes, I have. I never read the second book. I think it's Ink Death. I don't know. Yeah, I did read the first one quite a while ago, and I liked it a lot at the time. I don't know how it holds up. What's your girlfriend's taste in books, if she wouldn't mind? Okay, sorry, Katie. I don't know if you're watching, but I'm going to have to call you out. Katie's not too much into fantasy. I've kind of been introducing her a bit more into fantasy books. She read Warbreaker, and she read The Name of the Wind. And she liked them, actually. So I'm glad that I'm able to introduce her to fantasy books more. But she's read like a lot of classics and stuff. She's read probably more classics than I have. Hey, do you watch The Tea? I don't know. Like the drama? Like that type of tea? I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out on something. How many Lord of the Rings cave trolls to take down a chasm fiend? I'm gonna say 20. 20 of them. No more, no less. Jay is the Superman to Greg's Clark Kent. Hey, you have no proof that me and Greg are one and the same. You cannot prove that. He had glasses, guys. And he was rude, so... Still dying for a more in-depth Redwall series video. Yeah, well, okay, so here's the thing. I know I've said quite a while ago I wanted to make these remember reading videos where I go over some of my favorite like childhood books. And that was I was going to do a Del Toro Quest one very soon before I got evacuated. So once I get back to my house, I'm going to make a remember reading Del Toro Quest video. After that, I think I want to tackle the Chronicles of Narnia, but I do want to make one on Redwall at some point. Maybe that will be the third one. We'll have to see. Do you stream on Twitch while gaming or ever considered it? I don't stream on Twitch because my Wi-Fi is usually terrible where I live. But now that I'm here, now that I'm evacuated, I don't know. I kind of do want to start maybe doing like some type of gaming stream. I was thinking of trying to figure that out today, actually. I think that would be fun. Maybe I could set up a Twitch account. I don't know. Let me know if you guys would rather see me stream a game on YouTube or on Twitch. Talking about music, if you like King Killer Chronicle and some metal, try Nightwish if you haven't already. I did listen to some of their music. I listened to the Adema Rue song. Have you ever read Berserk? I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I just recently read the first 3 volumes, so I'm not too far into it, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's very, very dark, and someone mentioned that it gets better late, like if I have to finish the first arc or something. So I'm going to read more of it, but so far it's almost too dark, but I'm hoping it gets better. Are you still working on your novel? Yes, I am. Announce anything too soon. I love your deep dive King Killer videos. Any more tinfoil theories for us? Tinfoil theories. I actually wanted to make a whole video that's just like called King Killer Chronicle Tinfoil Theories and just go over some really crazy ones. This isn't spoilers because they're tinfoil theories, but there's some weird theories out there about like time travel in the King Killer Chronicle, and I want to cover some of those at some point. But there is some other theory videos, not tinfoil ones, but there is some theory videos for sure I want to make. One of the ones I want to make very soon is just a video on who is the king that gets killed. So yeah, I'll probably do that as soon as I can. Have you tried reading webtoons? They're like manga and some are really great. I've never heard of a webtoon. That sounds weird, but maybe it's cool. I don't know. I can't judge. I guess it's kind of like manga just online. Never heard of that. I don't know if you already know, all the fire are caused from above, directed. Okay. Do you watch the Netflix series called Cobra Kai? It's really awesome and badass. That's what I meant to say. I haven't read Cobra Kai. I mean, I haven't watched Cobra Kai. Is Stick a world hopper? Yes. That is a fact. Stick is a world hopper. What do you think of Zane and Vin's dynamic? So I won't go into any spoilers, but this is from Mistborn, and I don't like it. I didn't like the whole Zane segment. That was the big criticism I had for that book, is that I just thought it was kind of a weird add-in, and I didn't really care for it. Oh, gaming streams would be awesome. I'd be up to help if you need it. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, Daniel. Yeah, I'd probably need some help because I don't really know how to set that up. I've never done that before, but I'd like to try it. I'd love to watch Jay play some games. Let me know which games you'd like me to play, because here, let me open my Steam right now and see what games I have downloaded. Okay, so I have Counter-Strike, Global Offense. I got Doom. I got Dragon Age Origins. I got some of these you probably won't care. I got Ghost Runner, Frostpunk, Half-Life 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Journey, Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World, it's so annoying. I'm trying to play with my brother and it won't let us play together. It's frustrating. I don't know why they don't make it more simple to just join each other's game. Rhyme, Risk of Rain 2, Sea of Thieves, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, A Short Hike. A Short Hike is such a weird indie game, but it's so fun. You don't do a whole lot. You just explore this island, and I love it. 2 Point Hospital, Valheim. Is that how you pronounce it? Valheim. I haven't played a whole lot of that. Maybe that would be a good one to stream sometime. Little Nightmares. Ori and the Blind Forest. I just downloaded. I only played a little bit of it in the past. Portal 2. That's about all that I have on Steam. Oh, then I have some things on Epic Games. I have Fortnite and stuff like that. But let me know if you guys have any recommendations for what game you'd like me to stream. I'm still dying for the Words of Radiance summary. You know what? Now that I'm evacuated and it's going to be difficult for me to film videos, I'm going to try my best to get as many videos up as I can. But I'm going to also use this time to work on my scripts, and I want to finish up the script for Words of Radiance for the summary, and that's kind of the big thing. The editing takes a lot of time, but for me, making the script is probably the thing that takes the longest amount of time. So I'll try and get that done, because that's my most anticipated video, I think, for a lot of people. I get so many comments of people who want the Words of Radiance summary, so I want to get to that soon, because it's been so long. I would be so down to watch you stream some games, whether on Twitch or YouTube. Not sure what the stream revenue breakdown is like on YouTube, though. Yeah, I might have to make a Twitch account then. I don't know. Do you know your MBTI personality? I think perceivers can find it challenging to finish a series. No, I don't know. I don't know my MBTI personality, but I do know that I was always really good at finishing series until I made a YouTube channel, because now I think it's just because I want to make videos on a variety of different books. So I'll read the first one and then try to make a review. So I think it has to do with YouTube, honestly, because I know before I had a YouTube channel, I would just stick to one series. When I was younger, I read The Legend of Drizzt. I read 9 books in the series. Then I just got caught up with college and stuff. Or maybe it was high school exams. I don't know. And I read the Night Angel trilogy, and I was able to finish trilogies easy. But now with YouTube, I just find it more difficult. I think I just need to not widen my horizon so much. I just need to narrow it down and focus on finishing the series I've already started. The stream lagged when you answered the question about your own writing of a book. Felt intentional. No. How rude. How rude. How could it do that? Now I don't even remember what the question was. I don't know if it lagged for everyone, but yes, I am working on writing for my own book. I just don't have a whole lot of news to give right now. I don't want to give any news on it too early. Do you consider Hoyd a good or bad force in the Cosmere overall? That is a good question. I thought he was, I don't want to get into spoilers, but I always thought he was a good character in the Cosmere, but now I'm kind of questioning things. So I think maybe he's kind of somewhere in the middle, and we don't quite know his plans yet, but I think there are some things we could guess. Okay, there is a spam comment that one of the mods could please take down by the rebellion. Actually, here, I could block them. What? It said an error occurred. Maybe he already got blocked. Maybe that's why. What is your favorite thing about Kingkiller? Mine is the fact we saw Kvothe's life from a young age to him years later, which made it more intimate. Yeah, I like that a lot. You also see that in the Farseer books by Robin Hobb. It just follows like the main character as he grows up. There's a lot of books like that, and I really like that. I know one of my friends, I think Elliot Brooks doesn't really like following a character from a young age. I don't want to speak for her, but I'm pretty sure she told me that at one point. But yeah, I do like that. That's not my favorite part, though. My favorite part about the Kingkiller Chronicle is just how connected all the stories are. Like, there's stories within stories, and there's parallels, and there's little, like, hidden meanings within the text. And I think that's the reason why I love the Kingkiller Chronicle so much. And you don't notice a lot of it until you reread the books. So I'm just lucky that I chose to reread it. And then I was like, wow, there's so much, like, foreshadowing that I did not see. And that's something I love. That's something I'm trying to bring into my own writing as well. I'm trying to think ahead and then bring a lot of like foreshadowing and little clues into my writing, because that's something I love about the Kingkiller Chronicle. But I do know that I cannot write as beautifully as Rothfuss. I mean, maybe I can, but I don't want to revise and revise and revise my work and take ages. Personally, the only reason I liked Zane was because of the final... Okay, I don't want to get into spoilers. Oh no, I hope I didn't spoiler anybody there by clicking on that comment. Have you ever played The Last of Us? I haven't, because I never had a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4. I don't know why I chose to get an Xbox 360. Xbox is great. I loved Halo. Me and my friends played it, but I was always PlayStation. Like, I loved the PlayStation 1. I loved PlayStation 2. But then my friends wanted to play Halo, so I had a Xbox 360 growing up. I kind of wish that I went with PlayStation, honestly. But that's the one game for sure that I really want to play. That and Uncharted. I played Uncharted, the first game, at my brother-in-law's house. But The Last of Us and Uncharted are like the reason why I would like to get a PlayStation sometime. Ori is so good. Okay, I gotta get back. I really want to start Ori soon. Valheim is super chill to stream. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that might be a good one. No Skyrim. I don't have Skyrim installed right now. I played so much Skyrim, but I do have installed Enderell, Forgotten Stories, which is like a mod of Skyrim, but you can play it as its own thing. And I'm really enjoying that. It's also a book called Dreams of the Dying, which follows the story from Enderell, Forgotten Stories. Yeah, so I'm trying to beat the game first, and then I'm going to read the book. If you stream, definitely do Overcooked with your girlfriend. That stream would get so chaotic and fun to watch. That would be so much fun. I can't really do it where I am right now since I'm evacuated, and I think that would be too noisy with so many people in the house, but that would be fun to do sometime for sure. How might Kvothe open his box? I can't get into spoilers on the stream, guys. Unfortunately, there's people here that haven't read Kingkiller. But I do have some thoughts on that. I just won't get into it. I think it'd be cool to watch you play the MMOs you enjoy playing. So yeah, I haven't played too many recently. It would be kind of interesting to go back to my old World of Warcraft account sometime because I still have the account. I'm not paying for it, but it would be cool to go in a live stream to go back to that at some point. We got him. Oh, thank you for getting the person that was spamming. I appreciate that. How rude. How rude. Why do people gotta ruin a good time? Okay, yeah, I'm looking at StreamYard, so that's probably why it didn't go away for me. Give us your vlog channel with your girlfriend. We got to see that cute content. That's actually what I've been working on the last couple days, is getting some videos up for that, because we've pre-filmed a handful of videos, and yeah, I'm working on some videos for that right now. I have that stuff already filmed. I can't give an exact release date for when I will announce that, but just so you guys know, it is like it's a much more casual channel. So I think I am so excited to put it up though, and I hope you guys will enjoy it too. Have you ever read any organized crime related novels, like the original Godfather novel or The Last Godfather? I haven't. No, I have not. I don't even know if I would like crime novels. I probably would, actually, because I love mystery books. I want to read more stuff with mystery. I didn't consider that spoilers. I'm really sorry. Oh, that's okay. That is all right. Have you considered either starting or joining a writing group to help with your novel? I haven't, but now I am. That would be pretty cool. I've never thought about that before. I don't even know what writing groups are out there. I know there's like NaNoWriMo, and I did join that one time, but I was just too busy with college and stuff. I wanted to pick up my camera and see if there's anything I can show you guys, but I don't have much of my stuff here. I was gonna show you where my box is with the Way of Kings leatherbound, but I don't want to open it on stream right now. So I do want to make an unboxing video pretty soon though, because I'm just too excited to open it. I hope you're enjoying the Q&A as much as we are. Love the casual aspect. Yeah, I am enjoying it. It's nice to just make a casual video because all my videos are they're kind of like a production. Like a lot of them, I have to script things out. Some of them, I just have a lot of unscripted, like funny parts. A lot of the comedy in my videos actually isn't scripted, but a lot of like my in-depth and my lore videos and my reviews, I have to script a lot of that out. And then it's all like a production. I have to do all the editing and everything. So it's nice just to have a break and just make a casual video and chat with you guys, because you guys are such an amazing audience. So it's awesome to just chat. You mentioned the Enderal Skyrim game. Is it a prequel to the book? I was considering getting the game since I got the book, but don't know which to start with first. I actually don't know. Here, I could look it up. Dreams of the Dying is the name of the book. The author sent it to me. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Nicholas Leitzau. It's a new canon spin-off that takes place in the Enderal universe, apparently. So I think you could start with either or. I've just been playing the game first because I got too many books on the go. So I'll probably just wait till I finish the game. Dresden Files has a great old-timey detective feel to it. Oh, did I? I think I did just grab... There was a sale on Audible just recently, and I got the first Dresden book, I think. Yeah, Stormfront. I got the audiobook for it. And I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to read Dresden, so I get through audiobooks way faster. So maybe I should add that to my list soon. Yeah, I like detective books. I love Sherlock Holmes. That's another classic that I didn't bring up. I love Sherlock Holmes stories. I've only read maybe 4 or 5 of them. But I love Sherlock Holmes. And I love just books with a lot of mystery. That's another reason why I like the Kingkiller Chronicle, because I feel like there's a lot of mystery in it. And I love that. If you could erase a series from your mind to experience for the first time, what would it be? Probably the Kingkiller series again. Well, no. See, I feel like I read Kingkiller at the perfect time in my life, so I wouldn't want to read it again right now. For the first time. I feel like it was perfect. That it was the exact perfect time that I needed to read it. So I think I'd probably go with maybe Discworld, actually. I think I would go with Mort, because Mort was my first Discworld book, and I just was not expecting it to be so much fun. And I think I would like to erase that from my memory and just read it again. But that's not my favorite Discworld. So far, my favorite Discworld is Guards. I love that one. Hello, first stream. This is actually my second stream. I did a stream. I think it might have been when I reached 40,000 subscribers. It was just really bad quality because my Wi-Fi was terrible. But this is my second stream. I hope it's going good, better than the first one anyway. I would like to do live streams more often for sure, though. Are the vlog video titles going to be 7 words long? I see what you did there. Probably not, but that is a good idea. Do you consider YouTube to be your full-time job, or do you have a regular job? Right now, it's kind of transitioning into my full-time job. I was doing some video editing before for a company, and then I was doing some book design on the side. But right now, I'm trying to just do YouTube full-time, which is why it really sucks that now that I'm evacuated, it just makes it a bit more difficult. But yeah, so right now it's kind of becoming a full-time job. What series had the biggest impact on you? Not necessarily your favorite one. Oh, that is so difficult. The Legend of Drizzt books, I know they're not like high-end fantasy, but I don't know, I feel like they helped me a lot just in high school when I started reading them. I really enjoyed them, and I felt like, Drizzt, he's the perfect protagonist for a teenager. But I think the Kingkiller books, I know I talk about Kingkiller way too much on my channel, but Kingkiller, I think, had a huge impact on me because I read them right after my dad died, and I was on an airplane. I was going to Nova Scotia, and I remember I read like almost the entire book on the plane. It was like a 13-hour plane ride. I think I did finish the whole book. Okay. Am I getting behind again? Are you still reading the A Song of Ice and Fire series? No, I'm not. In high school, I read Game of Thrones. Well, I didn't finish it, actually. And it just wasn't really my cup of tea. I think it's because I was reading the Legend of Drizzt series, which is more fast-paced and kind of fun. A Song of Ice and Fire, I didn't care for it too much, but I do want to give it another chance at some point. I'm just not in a rush to read it, especially knowing that it's not finished yet. I've read too many series that aren't finished yet. Dresden Files is so good. Yeah, I gotta read it soon. Dresden Files on audiobook is actually a really good choice in my opinion. The narrator is just top tier. I've heard that the narrator is so good, so that's why I got it. And I love audiobooks. There's some narrators I like a lot. Like Stephen Pacey is amazing. Michael Kramer, Kate Redding, they're good. I don't think I do feel like they're a little bit overrated, but I do like their audiobooks a lot. The Name of the Wind narrator is pretty good as well. I don't remember his name. Jay, what is your favorite magic system that isn't connected to Brandon Sanderson or Robert Jordan? That is tough. Hey, you didn't put Rothfuss in there. You should have put Rothfuss in there. I won't say the Kingkiller Chronicle. The Earthsea books by Ursula K. Le Guin, they have a similar magic system to the Kingkiller books. They actually have a lot of inspiration. I think Rothfuss was really inspired by Earthsea. So that is one of my favorite magic systems. Also, I'm just trying to think of some other ones. I was going to say the Night Angel books, but looking back, it wasn't as cool as I thought it was growing up. Like, I think there was a lot that was left out. I think there should have been more detail to the magic system there. I'm talking about the Night Angel trilogy by Brent Weeks. Oh, there's more. Oh, I really like, what is that series by Garth Nix? Sabriel. Sabriel has a cool magic system. I also did enjoy the kind of magic system. There's like 2 different parts to it in the Rage of Dragons. I like that a lot. I got to read the second book still, and I heard the second book is even better. Screen shooting on the side. I forgot to mention I'm a professional screenshotter. That is my full-time job. Only 480p. If you guys want to hire me, it is $200 per screenshot. What are your hobbies outside of books? Hobbies outside of books, I don't have any. No, I love skiing. I used to longboard a lot, but I actually dislocated my shoulder 4 times. I had to get surgery on it because it became chronically dislocated. So I don't really longboard too much anymore, and I haven't skied for quite a while now. But I do like skiing. I play video games when I can. I write. Honestly, a lot of my hobbies are just me hanging out with Katie. We hang out all the time, and that's kind of my main hobby. What was I going to say? I read a comment and it just completely threw me off track. Anyway, those are some of my hobbies. Being Dark Lord J is a hobby. Like, that's a secret hobby. People aren't supposed to know that I'm a Dark Lord, and you better not spread that. Only the people on my Discord server know that I'm a Dark Lord. Heroes of Olympus is the second series after Percy Jackson. Definitely worth reading. The other spinoff can go either way. Oh, you know what? I should make a remember reading video on Percy Jackson. Then I can read the second series. Nobody has finished A Song of Ice and Fire. Oh, yeah, of course. Nick Podell. Yeah, that's the narrator from The Name of the Wind. He's a great narrator. What is your opinion? What is, in your opinion, the best thing about Sanderson's writing style? He seems to be really loved by most readers. The thing is with Sanderson, now, I do feel like Sanderson is a little bit overrated because his writing style itself isn't that unique. Like, he's kind of basic with a lot of his writing. And some people, I feel like there's some sides where people hate on Sanderson. They hate on him because he's overrated and so many people talk about his books and they just think that his writing's, nothing too special. Then there's people that think Sanderson is like the best writer there ever was. And I disagree with that. I really like Sanderson's books, but his actual writing isn't like super impressive. I just find it so impressive that he has such amazing ideas. He has so much fun writing action scenes and just characters that have a lot of unique and like awesome abilities and magic systems and just making relatable characters and stuff too. But the best thing about his writing style, I do really enjoy how he brings mental illness into his writing. I didn't like it so much in Rhythm of War, but that's something I just think I like seeing in fantasy, and I'd like to see more of that. But I think the best thing is how he creates the Sanderlanche at the end of almost every one of his books. There's always such a good ending to it. And I think he nails that. I think that's the best thing about his writing, for sure. Guinevere or Chiri Chiri as a pet. Guinevere for sure. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but a panther that I could summon at will. Yes, please. Chiri Chiri's awesome too, though. And Redding don't do voices that well. See, that's the thing. I feel like everybody hypes up Michael Kramer and Kate Redding, and I like them for when I read Wheel of Time. I like their voice. I think they do a good job, but I find that Kate Redding kind of pronounces some things kind of weird, or not pronounces, but enunciates things kind of weird sometimes. Like when I read it on the page, that's not really how I would say it. That's not the tone I would give. And yeah, I don't think they do voices incredibly well, but I think they're good. Like, they're really good narrators. They do so many books. I think that's why they're so popular. But they're not my favorite audiobook narrators, but they are good. Anyone else love the Gentleman Bastard audio narrator? Yes, that's another good one. I actually read the first half of Lies of Locke Lamora as in book format, and then I read the other half as an audiobook. Would you rather be a dragon rider from the inheritance cycle or a knight's radiant? Scythe. There's no comparison. I'd rather be a knight's radiant. Yeah, dragons are cool and all. But yeah, I'd rather be a knight's radiant for sure. Because then I could fly on my own. If I'm like a sky runner or something, yeah, knight's radiant. But as far as what type of knight's radiant, I feel like windrunners are so the basic choice, but it would just be such a cool ability. I would love to have... Oh, I was about to drop a spoiler. I can't drop spoilers, but I think I would like to be a windrunner or a light weaver. I think a light weaver would actually be a really, really cool ability as well. Okay, I liked graphic audio a lot, but not all voices they have work as well for general narration. Some just work better if they are voice acting. Yeah, graphic audio is really good. I listened to Warbreaker in graphic audio format. If you guys don't know, graphic audio, it's not the same as just a regular audiobook. You can get Warbreaker as a regular audiobook, but the graphic audio is like fully acted. There's like cool sound effects and music and everything. And Warbreaker was so good as a graphic audio. They do a what is it called? Abridge it? What's it called? When they cut things out. They cut some things out, but just not important things. Like, for instance, instead of saying that somebody opened a door, you'll just hear the creak of a door open. So you don't really miss anything important. But I also have Elantris as a graphic audio. But yeah, I would highly recommend graphic audio. I agree that not all the voices work, but I think it's nice. It's a nice high quality audiobook. Earthsea is good for magic. I also love the world building. I definitely agree. Earthsea has such good world building. Do you prefer hard or soft world building? Probably hard. I don't know. I like world building that has like a lot of history to it, and I don't like when we get that all at once, obviously, but I like the world building that just has a lot of detail. Oh, how is the cover design art going for Remnants of Dawn by Elliot Brooks, book 2 of the Dark Shore series? Yeah, so I'm working on it for her, but I haven't gotten too much news. I think she's still writing the book, so it's kind of on hold right now. So you just admitted you are Greg. Dang it. No, I'm not admitting to that. Jay is Greg, confirmed. No. The name of Drizzt Panther, I think. Yeah, that's Gwynevere. Have you seen the new Green Knight movie yet? No, I haven't. It looks good, though. Have you read Foundry Side by Robert Jackson Bennett? No, I haven't. I feel like I say this to every book that people bring up to me. When are we playing Stardew Valley? Oh, man, I got really into Stardew Valley for a while. I first got it on Steam, on PC, and I played how many hours? I guess I don't have that many hours compared to most people, because then I got it on Switch and I got it on even my phone. Okay, I got 51 hours on Steam. But I don't know. I love Stardew Valley, but I think I'm kind of over it now. Maybe it would be fun to do that in a stream. Maybe I could just start a new farm in a live stream sometime. Have you read Peace and Turmoil by Elliot Brooks, The Dark Shores book 1? Yeah, of course I've read it. I was the book designer for that book. Just started The Wheel of Time. I'm on book 3 and I'm already sad that it's going to end soon. You still got a lot ahead of you, but yeah, I love The Wheel of Time. The thing is, I feel like I can't say The Wheel of Time is one of my favorites yet, because I'm only on the Shadow Rising right now. Well, I'm rereading it. But so far, I love The Wheel of Time, and I think it will be one of my top series. My fave underrated fantasy book / series. Mine is the Black Iron Legacy trilogy, now extended to a 5-book series. I haven't heard of that. Oh crap! It's like 12:59. I actually have to get going now, guys. Thank you so much for joining the live stream, and I hope to do this again. What day, is it? Tuesday today? Yes, it's Tuesday. Maybe I can do another live stream on Thursday and then maybe on the weekend or something. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching the live stream. I should probably get going, and hopefully I can do more of these in the future. And I'll try and figure out how to do a gaming stream as well, because I think that'd be so much fun. And if you guys want to give me some recommendations for what game to play, let me know in the Discord server. That's probably the best place to ask. Same time tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm busy tomorrow. Me and Katie are hanging out, but Thursday or maybe Saturday as well. Saturday or Sunday. Jay, your live streams are quite long already. It is long. It goes on for way longer than I thought it was. Anyway, I should get going. Thank you guys so much for joining the live stream, and I'll see you next time.